and today I'd like to teach you a trick that you can do with 4 balls, okay? Sort of like a cheating way to juggle 4 balls, okay? I'll tell you in a minute. So before you try and do this, make sure you can juggle 3 balls like this, okay? Perfectly. 100 catches or more maybe. Also, this would help, okay, but not necessarily needed, but it might help, just to be able to juggle 4 balls, okay? 4 ball fountain, which is the 4 ball basic pattern. Different to 3, they don't cross over like this. Just 2 balls in your left hand like this, doing this. 2 in your right, doing it, but at the same time, okay? So async and in sync like this, which is still 2 in each hand. Okay. Now this is a thing that's done with 4 balls. It's called the Wimpy pattern. Okay. Now what it is, it's sort of like a wimpy way of juggling 4 balls, so that's why it's called the Wimpy pattern. Okay. So the correct way to juggle 4 is like this. Okay. Some people try and do it this way. And I'll just show you. So what it is they cross over like this. Okay. Some people who can't juggle 4 do this to try and cheat at juggling 4. Okay. So that's all they're doing really, is just crossing over like this. Okay. Okay. So that's why it's called the Wimpy pattern, because 4 don't cross over. And some people learn it as a trick, so I'd recommend learning to juggle 4 balls, really, the perfect pattern before you try and learn it, really. But you could learn this first, I suppose, just to get used to having 2 balls in the air. So with 4, there's always 2 in the air at any time doing a basic pattern. So this is the Wimpy pattern, and all they do is just cross over like this. Okay? So you have to have 1 ball thrown a little bit higher than the other. Okay? I always throw the left hand ball just a little bit higher, because if they go the same height they end up colliding into each other. Okay? So it's done low like this, and they come up and cross. So it's not done up and cross down like that, it's down low and cross up. So this is the Wimpy pattern. Okay? So you don't just get 4 and try it, you just get 2 instead. Okay? And what you do is 1 in each hand, and what you need to do is cross them over to the other side. Okay, so you need to make 1 ball just a little bit higher. I use the left hand one that's a bit higher. And what you do is throw at the same time. They have to meet at the same point sort of, but one has to be higher. So in slow motion it would look like this. Okay, so the left ball is higher, and they come back to the opposite hands. So like this. So in mid-air it would look like that roughly, or just a little bit lower. And then they come back to opposite hands. So it looks like this. Okay? Okay, so you really have to keep them at different heights. Don't make them really separate like this, because that doesn't look any good, having 1 really low and 1 really high. Okay? And also if you get them the same height, they can end up colliding like this. Okay? Okay, so you need to make 1 a little bit higher, 1 a little bit lower, but roughly the same height, just a little bit of difference in height. Okay, so don't do 1 high and 1 really low like this. This is no good at all, and it goes everywhere anyway. Okay, not like that. Okay, so it needs to be like this, crossing over, centre of your body roughly. 1 a little bit higher, and 1 a little bit lower. And you can work on it the other way as well. It's a bit harder doing it the other way and getting it perfectly lined up. So this time the right hand is thrown a bit higher. Okay, so once you've got that done, then just get 3 balls, And what you do, you throw one up like this. Then, when it's up there, you throw the two up in the wimpy pattern like this. Then just catch them all. Okay, so it goes one wimpy catch. So then with two in the opposite hand. Then start from the other side. One wimpy catch. Okay, so just work on this for a little bit. Okay, one wimpy catch. Okay, then once you can do that, then do the wimpy throw, then the one throw. Okay, so wimpy one. Okay, so two in the opposite hand. Then start from the other side. Wimpy one. Okay, wimpy one. Wimpy one. Okay, so just master this first. The one and the wimpy, and the wimpy and one. Okay, once you do that, then do the wimpy throw. One throw, the wimpy throw, then one throw back. Okay, so it looks like this. One wimpy one. So then two in the hand you start with. Then start from the other side. One wimpy one. Okay, one wimpy one. Sorry. One wimpy one. Okay. Then do wimpy, one wimpy. Okay, so wimpy, one wimpy. Okay, so two in the opposite hand you start with. Then the other side. Wimpy, one wimpy. Okay. Once you do that, then go from a 3-ball basic pattern like this. Throw one up, do the wimpy pattern, then stop. So one wimpy, stop. Okay. And start from the other side. One wimpy, stop. Okay. Then do the opposite, wimpy, then one. Wimpy, one. Okay. And the other side, wimpy, one. Okay. So once you do this, then you can try running this for a little bit. So this is the wimpy pattern with 4 balls with a gap in it. Okay. So one wimpy, one wimpy, one wimpy, one wimpy, one wimpy. Okay. So you need to master this before getting 4 balls. Okay. So it's just they're all crossing over. And that one ball in the air, there would be another one with it in a minute when you get 4 balls, but you need to master this first. So it's just basically one, then a wimpy throw, but continued. Now I still throw the left hand a bit higher, if you notice. Okay, so that's the wimpy pattern with 3 balls. Now you can get 4 balls. Okay. So first, don't just try and go for it all, because it will go everywhere probably. Just 2 in each hand, okay? Then just do the wimpy throw, just 2 balls, just wimpy throw, so it looks like this. Okay, so just 2 throws to begin with. Okay, and starting with the other hand a bit higher. Okay, once you do this, then just try 4 throws, okay? So it'll be 2 wimpy throws, okay? 1, 2. Okay? So the balls will just swap hands. Then start from with the other hand thrown higher. 1, 2. Okay? 1, 2. Okay? So that's the wimpy throw pattern flash. Okay? Once you do this, then go for 6 throws. 1, 2, 3. Okay? And the other side. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Then go for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And once you do that, then just keep building it up 10 times in a row till you can just run it like this. It's called the wimpy pattern. It might not look that impressive to some people, but some people do learn it for a trick anyway. That's what I did. It took me a couple of weeks to get quite under control, because you need to really keep the balls at different heights, but not really huge difference like that, okay? Remember, one ball has to be thrown a little bit higher. You have to really try and keep them from colliding. That's the biggest problem with the Wimpy pattern. The hardest thing is keeping them from colliding. And once you can do that, you can try, if you can already juggle 4 balls, then you can try going from a 4-ball basic pattern. You can either do it alternately like this, then throw at the same time like this, so every 4 balls, 1, 2, but then that would be the first 2 Wimpy pattern throws. So it's like 1, 2, then go into Wimpy pattern like this. And then change back if you can. Or you can do it in sync like this, and then just do a Wimpy throw like that instead of the same hand. A Wimpy, then you're back into Wimpy throws. Okay? And back. Okay? So they're just ways of combining the Wimpy pattern with 4-ball basic pattern. So I recommend learning the 4-ball basic pattern before you try and learn the Wimpy pattern, but it's up to you really. So that's just the Wimpy pattern. Some people try and use it as an excuse to say, oh, I can juggle 4 balls, even though that's really a 4-ball trick, I suppose. But okay, so that's the Wimpy pattern. You can learn if you want. You don't have to. Other people might not find it impressive, really. Okay, so it's up to you. That's the Wimpy pattern. Good luck. As again, just a little 4-ball cheating way of juggling, I suppose. Okay, so that's the end of the Wimpy pattern tutorial. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Good luck. Till next time, I'm Craig. Goodbye.